Welcome to the Conspiracy Files with Paige Carter. I'm your host, Paige Carter. In the grand tapestry of human history, no other book has inspired as much fear, fascination, and fervent debate as the Book of Revelation. This cryptic text, nestled at the end of the New Testament, paints a vivid picture of the end times, replete with symbolic beasts, cataclysmic events, and divine judgment. It is a haunting vision that has been scrutinized by scholars, theologians, and conspiracy theorists alike. Yet, what if this prophetic vision isn't merely an allegory or a spiritual metaphor? What if the Book of Revelation is unfolding right before our very eyes? This isn't a question asked lightly. It emerges from a thorough and critical examination of the world we live in today, a world where technology has become a pervasive entity dictating the rhythms of our lives. We wake up to the beep of an alarm clock, check our emails on our smartphones, work on our laptops, and fall asleep to the hum of a smart home system. Technology is an omnipresent beast, a leviathan that has woven itself into the fabric of our daily lives. This beast isn't just confined to the realm of technology. It extends to the systems that govern our societies, the political, economic, and social structures that dictate our reality. The banking system, the healthcare system, the media. These are all facets of the beast system. They shape our perceptions, influence our decisions, and control our lives in ways that are often subtle and unseen. Could it be then that the beast system is a manifestation of the prophetic beast of Revelation? In the Book of Revelation, the beast is described as a powerful entity that exerts control over all nations and people. Its power is derived from a dragon, an embodiment of Satan. This beast forces all people, regardless of their social status, to receive a mark without which they can neither buy nor sell. The parallels to our modern world are eerie and unsettling. The beast system, like the prophetic beast, is all-encompassing. It reaches into every corner of our lives, dictating our actions and shaping our reality. It doesn't discriminate based on social status. It affects everyone, from the affluent to the impoverished. And in a world where cash is becoming obsolete, where transactions are increasingly digital, where your financial freedom is tied to your digital identity, the mark of the beast no longer seems like a far-fetched prophecy. But if we are indeed living in the Book of Revelation, what does that mean for our future? The text paints a grim picture of what's to come, a period of tribulation, divine judgment, and the ultimate destruction of the world as we know it. Yet, it also speaks of hope, of a new heaven and a new earth, and the eventual triumph of good over evil. At the very least, these parallels between the Book of Revelation and the world we live in today warrant a closer examination. For if we are indeed living in the end times, it would serve us well to understand the nature of the beast that governs our world and the role we play in its machinations. The stakes, after all, couldn't be higher. In order to fully grasp the gravity of the beast system and its potential correlation to the Book of Revelation, it's essential to delve into its historical and cultural backdrop. The beast system, in essence, is a concept that has been a part of human civilization since the inception of organized societies. As civilizations advanced, systems were established to maintain order, allocate resources, and enforce laws. However, these systems also formed the basis for control, manipulation, and subjugation. Around the time of the Roman Empire, when the Book of Revelation was believed to have been written, there was a prevailing sense of fear and uncertainty. The Christians, who were a minority, were often persecuted and lived in a state of constant apprehension. The beast, in the context of their time, could have been an allegory for the oppressive Roman Empire itself, with its complex network of bureaucratic systems, its might, and its iron grip over its citizens. Fast forward to our present day, and the concept of the beast system has evolved along with the advancement of technology and globalization. It is perceived as the invisible hand that manipulates global economies, controls information flow, and maintains an overarching surveillance. This view is often shrouded in secrecy, as the intricacies of the beast system are hidden behind the curtain of corporate jargon, political rhetoric, and technological complexity. The political climate today is rife with discord and mistrust. There's a growing sentiment that the powers that be are increasingly becoming detached from the common populace. This, coupled with the rampant spread of misinformation and the pervasive influence of social media, has led to a climate of fear, uncertainty, and skepticism. In this context, the beast system is seen not just as an instrument of control, but also as an ominous harbinger of a dystopian future, much like the one predicted in the Book of Revelation. The mark of the beast, analogized to a digital identity, is viewed as a tool of absolute control, where one's ability to engage in basic economic activities is contingent on compliance with the system. However, it's crucial to remember that these interpretations are laden with religious, cultural, and political undertones. They reflect our inherent fear of the unknown, our apprehension of change, and our instinctive tendency to resist control. And whether or not we are living in the Book of Revelation, it's undeniable that these parallels provide a lens through which we can scrutinize the systems that govern our world and question their underlying intentions. Among the key figures and organizations associated with the beast system, the Illuminati often stands out. This secret society, believed to have been founded in the late 18th century, is said to operate behind the scenes, manipulating global events and shaping world affairs according to their hidden agenda. Conspiracy theorists posit that the Illuminati uses its influence over prominent world bodies, such as the United Nations, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, to control the global economy and consolidate power. Another figure frequently linked to this narrative is the Antichrist, a figure prophesied in the biblical Book of Revelation. The Antichrist, as per belief, is a charismatic leader who will gain worldwide popularity and eventually lead humanity into embracing the beast system. The identity of this figure remains a subject of intense speculation, with various world leaders and influential personalities often labeled as potential candidates. The concept of a New World Order, NWO, is also closely tied to the beast system. The NWO is said to be an emerging totalitarian world government that seeks to replace sovereign nation-states. Conspiracists suggest that the beast system is the infrastructure that the NWO will use to exert its control. They point to the increasing centralization of political power, the globalization of financial systems, and the expansion of surveillance measures as evidence for this impending global dominance. Several multinational corporations, especially those involved in technology and data handling, are seen as significant players in the beast system. Companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon, with their unparalleled access to personal data and their ever-growing influence over global communications, are often implicated. These corporations are accused of collaborating with governments, contributing to the beast system by expanding surveillance, influencing public opinion, and limiting privacy. Government agencies, particularly those involved in intelligence and surveillance like the NSA in the United States, are also seen as integral parts of the beast system. They are believed to participate in mass surveillance and data collection, allegedly infringing on personal freedoms and privacy. In the midst of these entities are individuals and groups who resist and expose the supposed workings of the beast system. From whistleblowers like Edward Snowden, who revealed the extent of government surveillance, to various hacktivist groups like Anonymous, who claim to fight against the suppression of information and freedom. Each of these figures and organizations play distinct roles in the narrative of the beast system, shaping the way we understand and perceive our world. Whether they are the architects of a dystopian future, or simply misunderstood entities operating in a complex global framework, is a question that remains open to interpretation. It's through these narratives we continue to explore our fears and hopes for the future, raising critical questions about power, control, and the nature of freedom in the modern world. The emergence of the beast system from the realm of speculation to the forefront of public consciousness has been fueled by a series of revelations, incidents, and leaks. These events, scattered across the globe and spanning several decades, have lent credence to the notion of a consolidated, all-encompassing global control structure. In 2013, the world was shocked by the revelations of Edward Snowden, a former contractor for the U.S. National Security Agency. Snowden leaked classified documents to the media, unveiling a vast network of surveillance programs run by the NSA and its international partners. These programs, Snowden revealed, were capable of collecting and analyzing virtually all internet communications, telephone records, and even personal data from mobile devices. This disclosure seemed to confirm the fears of those who had been warning about the beast system's ever-increasing surveillance capabilities. Similarly, the 2016 Cambridge Analytica scandal underscored the extent to which personal data could be manipulated for political ends. The UK-based political consulting firm was found to have harvested the personal data of millions of Facebook users without their consent, using it to create psychological profiles and target individuals with personalized political advertisements. This episode threw into sharp focus the intersection of technology, personal data, and political power, which is often cited as a key characteristic of the beast system. In more recent years, events such as the global rollout of 5G technology and the rapid development of artificial intelligence have stirred the pot of speculation. Critics argue that these advancements, while promising unprecedented connectivity and convenience, also open the door to more intrusive surveillance and control, fitting into the perceived blueprint of the beast system. Meanwhile, the response to the COVID-19 pandemic, with its emphasis on contact tracing, digital passports, and restrictions on movement, has been interpreted by some as a trial run for a more pervasive global control infrastructure. The rapid societal changes and policy shifts seen during this period have been pointed to as evidence of the beast system's ability to manipulate events and engineer societal transformations on a global scale. These events and revelations, each remarkable in its own right, have collectively painted a picture of a world increasingly dominated by centralized power, invasive technology, and the erosion of personal privacy. To the observers who interpret these developments through the lens of the beast system, they represent the incremental manifestation of a prophesied global control structure. Whether these isolated incidents truly signal the emergence of the beast system or are simply the products of an ever-evolving world is a question that continues to stir debate and intrigue. Against this backdrop of escalating surveillance and control, a narrative of suppression and manipulation emerges. It is alleged that governments, corporations, and institutions have consistently engaged in efforts to cover up information, silence witnesses, and manipulate the narrative to downplay the signs of the beast system. This narrative is not without historical precedent. From the clandestine operations of the Cold War era to the modern-day allegations of state-sponsored cyber attacks and disinformation campaigns, there are numerous examples of such tactics being employed. Critics argue that these are not isolated incidents, but rather part of a systematic attempt to control information and shape public perception. Take, for instance, the case of Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. Assange, an Australian journalist and the founder of WikiLeaks, became a controversial figure after his platform released classified U.S. government documents. The leaks exposed various covert operations and diplomatic dealings, eliciting a strong reaction from the U.S. government. Assange was subsequently thrown into the international spotlight, accused of espionage, and has since been under continuous legal scrutiny and confinement. His case has been cited as an example of how those who challenge the status quo are often silenced or discredited. Another example can be seen in the corporate sphere, with tech giants like Google and Facebook coming under scrutiny for their role in controlling information. These companies have been accused of suppressing certain viewpoints, manipulating search results, and promoting content that aligns with their corporate interests or political leanings. The pervasive influence of these platforms on public discourse and their alleged role in shaping narratives has raised concerns about their potential to contribute to a beast system-type scenario. Moreover, institutional suppression is not limited to governments and corporations. Even within academia and scientific communities, there have been instances of controversial research being sidelined or discredited. This is particularly true in fields like artificial intelligence and biotechnology, where advancements could potentially contribute to the realization of the beast system. Researchers who raise ethical or societal concerns about these technologies often find their work marginalized or ignored. In light of these allegations, it appears that a pattern of suppression and control might be at play, potentially obscuring the true extent of the beast system's development. By controlling the narrative, it is suggested that the entities implicated in this system are able to operate largely unchecked, furthering their agenda under the guise of progress and national security. In this intricate web of information control and narrative manipulation, there have been those who've risked everything to expose the truth. Whistleblowers, journalists, and insiders have made significant attempts to shed light on the potential reality of the beast system, often facing grave personal and professional consequences. Edward Snowden, a former National Security Agency contractor, is one such individual. In 2013, he leaked classified information revealing the extensive surveillance programs run by the NSA, sparking a global conversation about privacy, surveillance, and the boundaries of state power. Snowden's actions led to his indictment under the Espionage Act, forcing him to seek asylum in Russia, where he remains to this day. Another prominent figure is Chelsea Manning, a former U.S. Army intelligence analyst who leaked classified documents to WikiLeaks in 2010. The documents exposed a number of controversial incidents related to the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. For her actions, Manning was court-martialed and sentenced to 35 years in prison, although her sentence was later commuted. Then there are individuals like James Damore, a former Google engineer who, in 2017, wrote a controversial memo criticizing the company's diversity policies. Damore raised concerns about Google's ideological echo chamber, alleging that the company suppressed conservative viewpoints and promoted a culture of political correctness. He was subsequently fired for his actions, sparking a heated debate about free speech and ideological bias in the tech industry. There are countless others, known and unknown, who have risked their careers, reputations, and sometimes even their lives to expose the truth. Their stories serve as stark reminders of the potential risks involved in challenging powerful entities and systems. They also highlight the lengths to which these entities might go to suppress dissent and control narratives. In many of these cases, the individuals involved faced severe legal and professional repercussions. They were vilified by some sectors of the public and media, branded as traitors or troublemakers. Yet they also garnered support from those who believed in their cause, sparking important conversations about transparency, accountability, and the balance of power in our societies. These stories of resistance and whistleblowing are integral in understanding the alleged development and operation of the beast system. They underscore the potential danger of unchecked power and the importance of dissent in maintaining a balanced society. As these brave individuals continue to expose the truth, they further illuminate the shadowy corners where the beast system may be lurking, waiting to reveal its full form. From the shadows of these brave whistleblowers, we move into the realm of declassified files and testimonies, shedding light on the evidence that fuels the ongoing debate about the beast system. Our journey through the corridors of power and secrecy leads us to Operation Northwoods, a proposed plan by the U.S. Department of Defense in 1962. The operation called for acts of simulated or real terrorism on U.S. soil to be blamed on Cuba to justify a war against the Castro regime. The plan was thankfully never implemented, but the fact that such a proposal was even considered provides a chilling glimpse into the potential machinations of the beast system. Another piece of declassified evidence that fans the flames of this discussion is Operation Mockingbird, a clandestine CIA operation that began in the early 1950s. The operation aimed to influence media outlets and journalism to propagate the views of the U.S. government, essentially controlling the narrative and shaping public opinion. While officially declared over in the 1970s, many question whether similar tactics are still in play today, contributing to the alleged beast system. The testimonies of insiders also provide compelling evidence. Take the case of Dr. Robert Duncan, a former CIA scientist who has spoken out about his work on projects involving mind control and cybernetic warfare. His claims of technology capable of manipulating human thoughts and behavior add a sinister layer to the potential capabilities of the beast system. Similarly, former World Bank senior counsel, Karen Hughes, has been vocal about what she perceives as a global financial system controlled by a network of corporations and secretive groups, suggesting that the beast system might be deeply entrenched in our economic structures. Finally, there's the PRISM program, revealed by Edward Snowden in 2013. This surveillance program, run by the U.S. National Security Agency, allegedly gave the government direct access to personal data from Internet companies, raising questions about the extent of surveillance and potential abuse of power. These revelations, whether declassified documents, insider testimonies, or leaked data, all add to the mounting evidence suggesting the existence of a beast system. They paint a picture of a world potentially controlled by an unseen hand, manipulating everything from politics and economics to media and personal data. Yet, the true extent and nature of this system remain shrouded in mystery and conjecture, as we continue to grapple with the weight of these revelations and their implications for our reality. The unveiling of these allegations and evidence has prompted a significant reaction from the public, affecting society, media, and the general trust in institutions. The idea that a beast system might exist, controlling various aspects of our lives, has provoked fear, skepticism, and controversy on a grand scale. On one hand, these revelations have given rise to a growing number of individuals questioning the legitimacy of the institutions that govern us. This has been further fueled by the surge in widespread distrust, especially in the wake of high-profile whistleblowers like Edward Snowden and Dr. Robert Duncan. The fallout from these disclosures has led to a profound shift in societal attitudes, with increased calls for transparency and accountability from governments and corporations alike. The media, too, has undergone a transformation in response to these allegations. As the supposed tool of the beast system, media outlets have faced intense scrutiny, with accusations of bias, manipulation, and outright propaganda becoming common. This has led to a rise in independent journalism and alternative news sources, as the public seeks unbiased information beyond the grasp of the alleged beast system. Yet, alongside this skepticism and suspicion, there has been a significant pushback. Many dismiss the idea of the beast system as nothing more than conspiracy theory, arguing that the evidence is circumstantial at best. Critics argue that the operations like PRISM and Operation Mockingbird, while concerning, do not necessarily point to the existence of a monolithic, all-controlling entity. These denials have sparked intense debates that continue to rage in academic circles, online forums, and social media. In addition, accusations of fear-mongering and paranoia have been leveled against those who propagate the idea of the beast system. Critics argue that such beliefs can foster a climate of fear and distrust, which can be as detrimental to society as the alleged beast system itself. The concept of the beast system has thus become a controversial topic, polarizing public opinion and sparking heated debates. It has raised questions about the nature of power, the role of institutions, and the very fabric of our society. As we delve deeper into the labyrinthine enigma that is the beast system, we're left to wrestle with these unsettling implications and the profound impact they have on our understanding of the world around us. This exploration is far from over as the quest for truth continues, and the potential existence of the beast system looms ominously in the backdrop of our collective consciousness. The beast system's legacy extends far beyond the confines of conspiracy theories and academic debates, shaping our modern culture, politics, and even technology. Its influence is felt in the narratives that shape our understanding of the world, the policies that govern our societies, and the technologies that mediate our interactions with the world and each other. In the cultural sphere, the idea of the beast system has permeated various forms of media, from literature and film to music and art. It has inspired dystopian narratives that explore themes of surveillance, control, and the erosion of individual freedoms. These narratives often feature powerful, shadowy entities that manipulate society from behind the scenes, reflecting fears associated with the beast system. In the political realm, the beast system has fueled skepticism towards institutions and authorities, leading to increased calls for transparency and accountability. It has inspired movements that challenge the status quo and demand change, from grassroots activism to political reform. Concepts such as the deep state and the military-industrial complex, often associated with the beast system, have become central to political discourse, shaping policies and influencing elections. In the realm of technology, the existence of the beast system has prompted a re-evaluation of our relationship with digital platforms and devices. In an era of smart devices and ubiquitous connectivity, concerns about privacy and surveillance have become paramount. The growth of encryption technologies, the rise of decentralized networks, and the call for digital rights and privacy laws can all be traced back to fears associated with the beast system. The beast system's legacy also lies in the lessons it imparts. It serves as a reminder of the importance of questioning authority, of seeking truth beyond surface appearances, and of safeguarding individual freedoms in the face of potential control and manipulation. It underscores the role of vigilance and critical thinking in a world where power can be wielded in insidious and unseen ways. The beast system's indelible imprint on our world serves as a testament to its enduring relevance and the power of its ideas. Whether real or imagined, the beast system continues to shape our collective consciousness, reflecting our deepest fears, our highest hopes, and our ongoing struggle to understand and navigate the complex world we inhabit. Its influence is a testament to the power of ideas, the potency of narratives, and the capacity of human imagination to conceive of realities that both terrify and intrigue. It is a concept that continues to evolve, to inspire, and to provoke, leaving an indelible mark on our collective psyche. There remains a labyrinth of questions unanswered, a multitude of theories unexplored. The beast system, as we've journeyed through its facets, is a phenomenon that resists easy understanding. It is a manifestation of our collective subconscious, a projection of our deepest fears and suspicions. It is the embodiment of abstract concepts, power, control, secrecy, manipulation, that have always haunted human society. But the beast system is more than just a symbol or a metaphor. It is a living, breathing construct, continually evolving and adapting to the changing contours of our world. It is a reflection of our times and a predictor of our future. To truly grasp its essence is to confront the fundamental quandaries of our existence, the unresolved tensions between freedom and control, truth and deception, individuality and conformity. The beast system is a mirror, reflecting back at us our own insecurities and anxieties. It forces us to question our trust in institutions, our dependence on technology, our faith in authority. It compels us to delve deeper, to challenge accepted truths, to seek out hidden realities. It is a call to vigilance, a reminder of the need for critical thinking and informed skepticism in a world increasingly swayed by misinformation and manipulation. The beast system is also a testament to the power of human imagination, the capacity to envision complex realities that defy conventional understanding. It is a testament to our ability to weave intricate narratives, to construct elaborate theories, to give form to abstract ideas. It is a testament to our ability to shape our perceptions, to influence our realities, to determine our destinies. The beast system, in its myriad forms and manifestations, is a part of our collective consciousness, a part of our shared human experience. It is a concept that refuses to be silenced, a narrative that refuses to be quelled. It is a mystery that continues to captivate, a secret that continues to intrigue, a doubt that continues to linger. It is a story that continues to unfold, a saga that continues to evolve, a reality that continues to shape our world and our understanding of it. In the end, the beast system remains an enigma, a tantalizing puzzle that defies absolute solutions, a paradox that resists definitive conclusions. It is a concept that invites speculation, a phenomenon that encourages exploration, a mystery that demands investigation. It is a testament to the human spirit, the human mind, and the human capacity to question, to seek, to understand. It is a testament to our shared journey, our shared quest, our shared aspiration to make sense of the world we inhabit, the universe we are a part of, and the mysteries we are yet to unravel. Thanks for listening. This has been The Conspiracy Files with Paige Carter. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.